Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 27th, Saturday, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. In this life, each of us has, if we're fortunate enough, we come to the understanding that the way to move forward is to surrender to the source, is to let go and let the universe guide you. Only through surrender can you embrace your divinity. And you either choose or you don't choose to simply be open and vulnerable to the universe. You already have all the courage you need. Existence fills you the moment you surrender. And in developing, how do we, I've had this asked me several times, how do you develop the courage to fully be alive? How can you develop courage? And courage is mastery of fear, not the absence of fear. Courage is the mastery of fear, not the absence of fear. Unknown. The universe is designed to bring us into our fullest potentiality. It never gives us more or less than what we need to bring about our greatest enlightened state. It knows as intimately, it knows us deeply and intimately, and delivers the exact portions of success and challenge to force us beneath our head trip and discover the real gold inside our hearts. It is from receiving both the pleasant and hard gifts that the universe offers that we become truly courageous beings who have the strength to manifest an abundant, brilliant future that we desire and discover our spiritual path along the way. I thank God for my handicaps, for through them I have found myself, my work, and my God. Helen Keller. The loss of anything that we have, whatever we experience, loss, it can be very healing. And it's deeply healing, and it's to actually allow yourself to be vulnerable, exposed and real and authentic about your truth and raw experience of this life. I felt that way when I lost my father, when I was a young boy. I've discovered that in this life we don't get to choose who we love, why we love them, or how to avoid feeling pain when they have to leave us. You also find that only through opening up into your feelings can you experience truly being alive. You realize that one negative feeling continuously repeated can dominate and destroy an entire life. And then you either choose or not to choose, understanding the importance of having a childlike playfulness and not taking anything too seriously and entertain the simple joy of being alive. Now, you can welcome the feeling of pain. You can honor its teaching and then understand what it takes to let it go. You may discover that if we don't choose to be with and face our pain, we cannot honestly leap out of bed the next morning filled with real joy. It's been brought, and it can be brought to your attention, that this one life contains a huge bag of mixed experiences, which can sometimes feel like lying naked in a bed full of thorny, beautiful roses. It can be emotionally painful, physically uncomfortable, and yet the closer we are to it, the more we can smell the sweet, healing fragrance wafting through the air. Each day, which you still have your family here, healthy and alive, is truly a precious time to be treasured. Learn how to love your friends and family, accepting them exactly as they are. Appreciate the unique bed of thorny roses you've been gifted, and know that if they are really annoying, you don't have to continue laying on them. This life is a school of learning. Existence is a school of learning. Whether you're in a body or out of a body, you are continually learning from different perspectives and aspects. So our existence is a school of learning, to respect and honor ourselves, to enjoy each moment in the very precious and short time we have here. Do you think 90 years, 100 years is long? It's a drop in the bucket. Maybe not even a drop in the bucket, it might be a little drop of the drop. There is a very sacred spiritual journey we are each on. The more often we can see this and appreciate our lessons, the easier and juicier life becomes. Love without courage and wisdom is sentimentality. Courage without love and wisdom is foolhardiness. Wisdom without love and courage is cowardice. The one who has love, courage, and wisdom moves the world. Aman Hennessy. The courage to live life is not something we were born with. We enter this world with curiosity, innocence, and openness, and we develop courage along the way. Courage is slowly grown within by overcoming each one of our anxieties, insecurities, and fears. Courage is like a muscle that we must build, grow, and mature as we experience life and age. If we don't permit courage to develop during our lifetime, we'll feel dominated and devoured by the world. Courage is not about sitting in one place with our heads in the sand. It is not. You cannot develop courage that way. And if we don't permit courage to develop during our lifetime, this lifetime, we feel dominated. How many people feel dominated? And how many people feel devoured by this world? There must be a willingness to be strong and vulnerable at the same time. It is in our flexibility and strength that we can hold our ground for the heart to fully open. It is only from an open heart that we reach the deepest, fearless resource of our being and can bask in the divine enlightening energy of our soul. An interesting fact about the word courage is that it comes from the old French word courage, which means heart, innermost feelings, and inner strength. When we are in touch with our heart, courage, we feel that we can undertake anything. Real courage is just like a beating heart that is strong, consistent, resilient, and yet also soft and squishy. A healthy heart is not hard, guarded, and tough as nails. A good heart loves life and recognizes that life is not a have-to, but a massive get-to. A good heart loves life and recognizes that life is not a have-to, but a massive get-to. The heart is always giving us this opportunity to be alive, deeply alive, right now. So don't miss out on it. This life is an amazing experience that we all have been temporarily gifted to enjoy. It takes real mastery over one's mind to live a truly empowered and awesome life. This level of mind mastery requires total transparency, which is the last place we would look to find courage. An open, vulnerable approach has the willingness to allow every micro-truth to shine through. And this unveiled nakedness is the great secret of developing the courage and strength that we all need to get through life's rough times when they arrive. When we have nothing to hide, we have nothing to lose. Understand what that means. When we have nothing to hide, we have nothing to lose. It doesn't matter so much what the outcome is, as much as the exploration of love along the way. If you live long enough in that body, it's guaranteed that one day you will need this transparent secret to find unstoppable courage. So you may as well start practicing it now. You might have noticed that not all of us beings here on this planet that you meet are truly alive. It takes a very brave soul to be vulnerable enough to show up and live life fully. Many people pretend they are enjoying their time here. Yet when you gaze into their eyes, they look like and act like they are dead and sleepwalking through life, thinking themselves to be safe, free from pain, danger, or harm's way. They whittle away their time feeling lazy and avoiding life's challenges. You can see each potential reverent moment of their life slips through their fingers like water, and it feels like they wouldn't notice it or really care if anything suddenly was gone. When we face our fears, sit with our pain, we harness the simple energy inside to be ruthless with our fear, vibrantly creative in our approach, and enjoying the sweetness of being alive. We can then show up emotionally for others, be honest, open with our families, fully embrace the changes and challenges of our loved ones, and enjoy how easy everything flows and changes. With courageous eyes, we can see how everyone and everything is our teacher. We harness the ability to be foolish and risky enough to really go for our dreams. We naturally start to invest our energy in visualizing an amazingly bright, flawless future and stop judging ourselves for whatever shortcomings we were told we had. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Ambrose Red Moon. One of the greatest accomplishments we can make in this lifetime is to never take anyone or anything for granted. No one, no thing for granted. Our lives are always balancing on the edge of a thin dime, and everything can be taken away in a flash. It's essential to consistently practice appreciation for what we have and express this loving communication with everyone in our world. We must become appreciation experts, remaining positive and supportive with those we care deeply about and cherish. When times are cold and dark for friends or family, it is our job to give them the best love we can give. We may not realize it now, yet the love that we share ends up being the same love we will have to give back to ourselves when our life feels like it's coming to an end. During this precious life, we're guaranteed the most outrageous climax when it's all over. We can enjoy the journey much more if we learn one small skill to stop holding on to our past pain. The negative voices, arguments, criticism, and fault-finding must be released if we are going to find emotionally neutral terms within ourselves. Do this. We must practice to do this. We must practice grabbing hold of the reins of our mind and train it to obey our every wish and desire. We must show the mind that we are the boss and main authority in charge to be respected. When the mind wanders down that deep, dark, and lonely alley towards fear, we simply give it a little kick and turn up the love and inner light inside our heart. Our mind is the designer and creator of our entire life, and only when it's focused in a positive, healthy direction are we then destined to manifest truly wonderful things. Observe and know that what you see is the wheel of Maya, mind, moving round and round, always changing, never stopping for a moment. Know this, and know that there can be no failure. Know this, and understand that your emotions are but dancing chemicals of up and down, on and off, temporary, impermanent. There is no failure, and one lives in truth, simplicity, and love. Do not feel embarrassed, for you have not failed. You do not know the final outcome. Be in the present. Live in the present. This is all one can do, Babaji. What you may find really refreshing is that there is a natural healing mechanism installed in the software of our DNA, which pushes us in the direction of constant growth, healing, and survival. Our physical bodies are designed to automatically heal any cuts or bruises that we have. Our minds, over time, tend to naturally forget and diminish mental and emotional wounds from our past. Unless we tend to keep reenacting and playing out those negative emotional states, they will naturally heal on their own accord. When we are left alone, out in nature, in a safe, quiet environment, without any media or social contact with society, taking in only healing, positive information, eating only clean, raw, organic food, in a matter of 90 days or less, all of our DNA, which knows how to naturally replenish, restore, and return the body-mind mechanism back to its natural state. It's like the tiny mustard seed already knows how to establish roots, grow up against gravity, reach towards the sun, and one day bear fruit and seeds for future generations. Our DNA was designed with this effortless program to heal our entire mind-body organism. We haven't gotten there quite yet, but we're getting closer all the time. Since many of us cannot afford to pack up and leave our lives for several months at a time, we must perpetually think positively about ourselves, our lives, and our future. You might hear this constant subtle war inside ourselves in the form of an attempt to focus and refocus the mind in a positive, creative direction. Past subconsciousness wounding keeps bubbling up until it is healed. And we are like sponges who are absorbing negative thinking patterns that we unknowingly don't see spewing from others around us. It is the law of the nature, the universe. Garbage in and garbage out. We cannot afford to dwell in any negative thought patterns, as they will all manifest somewhere in our health, in our relationships, and in our finances. By simply bringing awareness to only having sacred, empowering, positive, healing thoughts perpetually flowing in, we must have sacred healing experiences coming out. When I look inside and I see that I am nothing, that is wisdom. When I look outside and see that I am everything, that is love. And between these two, my life turns. Nisargadatta Maharaj. Whatever challenges that you are facing right now, right in this moment, today, will soon change. They will come, there will come a time when you'll discover the precious gem that was buried inside your struggle all along. Just scratch beneath the surface a bit longer, peer inside yourself with more curiosity, and you just might discover something amazing quite quickly. There is a gold mine of beauty inside you and each and every single one of us, just bursting at the seams to come out. If you'd like this to occur, then guide it and let the universe guide you. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we want to do or care to do is relax our bodies. This is the beginning. Relaxing our bodies, learning to relax our bodies. And that is surrender. And that is letting go. And then that breeds courage. So as any fears come in, you're developing more and more courage. And with your body, you're the master of your body. Many people don't know that, but you are. And when you embrace that understanding, the body works with you, not against you. It never worked against you. Some of us work against our bodies. This is the body relaxes. Any tension, any stress, any fear, any anxiety, does it serve you the greater good? Learn to surrender. Learn to surrender instead of turning your back and hoping it goes away. Learn to surrender into it. Embrace it. Hug it. Hold it. Communicate with it. And you will find that it will be vanished. And every time it comes up, do the same thing. The body responds head to toe, inside and out. You're free. You've lifted the bondage that you have put on yourself, so that all of these things that are conjures of the mind fly away. And as that happens, you ease into the God that you are. You know, if you're standing and someone says they're going to catch you, right, and you're supposed to just stiffen and fall backwards, there's a little bit there that says, what if they don't catch me? I could crack my head open. All kinds of things. That's the ego mind. It's like trusting as you ease into the God that you are. You trust in that. You have complete confidence in that through the heart mind. So as you fall back and lean back, the God will hold you. So as the body relaxes, what do? We move into the now. Because quite frankly, the now, the moment, is all we ever have. Because it may be the last moment. None of us know. Why do you think we stay in the now? Moment to moment. It moves us into deep gratitude. It keeps us in deep gratitude and appreciation. We're not temporary with it. We're full-time. So the now stills the ego and the mind and the subconscious mind. You step out of them. You begin watching them. You don't judge them. You watch them. And you learn how they navigate. And then you become more and more their master. This quiets the noise, the chatter that we all have. Tens of thousands of thoughts running right into us 24/7. All that goes as soon as you leave the mind alone. You should try it sometimes. Leave the mind alone. Move into the heart, focus on your breath, and just be. Don't think at all. You'll be amazed on what will transpire. Some of us go into the past. We reminisce. We have memories. So we're not exempt from that. We kind of wander off. Oh, I remember when, and blah, 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 and we do that. But we don't stay there long. It's an elephant graveyard. Those things are all dead. They're inert. They don't exist anymore. They're gone. And some of us will stay there so long that we'll take that past, we'll bring it into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, and we relive that past and that future. And this is why we find ourselves repeating things. We end up circling back over and over again, and we can't figure out why. Some of us will wander into a future that doesn't exist, and we wonder, and what if, and when is this going to happen, and when is that going to happen, and when am I going to have enough of this, and when am I going to have enough of that, and will this ever end, and so on and so forth. But yet, all along, it is the now, only the now, the space between heartbeats, the moment to moment. You create your future in the now. Now, how do you stay in the now? We get those thoughts that'll come in, and we start going off. So when that happens and you're consciously aware of it, you say it's not a big deal. I can be in the now right now. I just focus on my breath, my divine positive energy. It's divine because it literally sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God. It empowers us, it focuses us, it relaxes us, it eases us. It does a lot. Always be in the deepest of deepest, deepest gratitude for your breath. So every time you're in the now, as soon as you focus on your breath. And remember, anytime you can step outside the body, you can see the body. It's relaxed. It's easing. It's in the easy chair. And you're not thinking. You're in the heart-mind. You're watching all of this. You're not judging it. You're a watcher. And the God within you is watching you watch. So you see these colored wheels of light going right up through the center of your body, the top of your head, and starting right at your tailbone, all the way through. And you notice that there is an energy you can see sparkling and shimmering that's moving through these energy vortexes, these chakras. And that is our God force love light energy. It's in all things. So we take our divine positive energy, our breath, and we move it in with the God force love light energy. And we start with the root chakra, the Muladhara. And this deals with our survival. And it is blocked by our fear. And then we move to the orange wheel of light. This is the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This deals with our pleasure, and it is blocked by our guilt. It moves to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This deals with our willpower, and it is blocked by our shame. And we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. This deals with our love. It's blocked by our grief. You cannot love if you're in grief. And then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This deals with our truth, and it is blocked by lies. And move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. This deals with our insight, and it is blocked by illusion. And we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This deals with cosmic energy, the divine, and it is blocked by ego attachment. We bring these energies all the way to the top of our heads. We watch them, and we hold them briefly. We are light, we are love, we are God. We are light, we are God, we are love. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress these two energies into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful, and we release it over our pineal gland. And our pineal gland is very important to us while we're in these bodies. It's the gateway to all the particles of existence. It's the gateway to everything. Now you can see it in your heart, mind's motion picture, however you choose. I see it as a green ball, a rosebud. And when I release this liquid energy over it, it immediately transforms into a massive, fully bloomed rose, multicolored petals, beautiful fragrance, and it sends out these shimmering waves that literally penetrate and saturate me. And it is of the deepest, deepest, deepest peace. Total contentment. Not a thought. Nothing. Complete, deep, eternal love, gratitude. And it's all within me. And it connects me to all existence. Everything and everything. Nothing and nothing. This moves us of being consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. These bodies that we're in, our heart mind, our ego mind, our subconscious mind, our spirit, our soul, our higher self, our God, pure consciousness, all one. And we are heaven on this earth. And every single step we take, we are creating paradise. And we are shining the light that we are, the God force, love, light, energy in the core of each and every one of us, outward. We're flooding all of our brothers and sisters from head to toe, inside and out, whether they be asleep or awake. Eternally, always. All life, the highest supreme value in universes. And we're flooding our light. And we're creating paradise. And we're heaven on earth. Now you can see how this planet's being liberated. That's how. So we are a God planet that glows with the love of nearly 8 billion gods, of which that make up the one God. And we're all part of a collective consciousness. Some of us are awake and some of us aren't. Some of us are just beginning to awaken. So we communicate with those who are awake, such as the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. Archangels, they're a civilization that vibrated at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. Oh, but we do meet them in this life. You may not know it when you're meeting with them, interacting with them, but it does dawn on you afterwards. That wasn't just a regular conversation. That was a conversation and a message from an angel. And usually they are in different ways. They're presented different ways, but they always end up in the same, which is it absolutely spectacular, wonderful, fantastic, magna glorious to be alive in these bodies. Yes, it is. They teach us. We teach them. We're all both teachers and students. Always learning on this journey, an endless journey. Now, tens of thousands can surround any one of us at any one time because of their vibrational frequency. They can house a large number in a small area. Ascended masters, they've mastered ascending into physical form, out of physical form, hold God form, pure consciousness. We are mastering ascension into physical form. We are creating our experiences so that we can perfect our creations. And along the way, just maybe, we may learn and discover that we are the light. That we are the light. That we are the light. So we call upon all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. But only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming of this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the gogaplexes. One gugaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of gogaplexes from every direction. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, and beneath Earth. Many, many, many civilizations, yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, galactic, celestials, uncountable numbers in all existence. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. Uncountable numbers. And the ones that we kind of are familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Rays, Draco, Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in uncountable numbers, they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. Now, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now consciously. Now we call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation. And we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Yet, only those who are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. This is all about consciousness, all about awareing of who and what we are in the collective consciousness, the God source. The ones that we're familiar with, somewhat, fairies, sprites, elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, trolls, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, many, many, many more. They come in shapes, sizes, colors, forms, and configurations in the trillions of which we've never seen before. And they are with us now consciously, arm in arm and hand in hand, all together. Full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This light comes from our deepest core, the God source, the pure consciousness, deep eternal love, gratitude. And we shine it out. And it is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even come close to its radiance. And we are flooding all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value in the universes, with this love. inside and out, head to toe, eternally, always, everywhere. So we begin to ascend. We come into immediate contact with an ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. Little reflective panels reflecting all of us gathered for this meditation, on and off world, in all existence. And these colors are so vibrant, so phenomenal. We look close and we see these beautifully etched mirrors, tiny, microscopic, reflecting all of us, all consciously aware, all teaching each other, consciously and unconsciously, learning, journeying, all one. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, 24/7, eternally, always, we are imbued with this white fire armor, and its source is the God source, is the love light energy deep within our core. And it cannot be affected. No attachment, no entity, no demons, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. Nothing can harm us. Ever, ever. But only you, only you have the power that if you lower your vibrational frequency low enough, consciously or unconsciously, through hatred, greed, envy, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. And if you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We send them to pure consciousness where they are permanently gone. We are then met with the violet ray. This is the column of light. It reminds us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can cleanse and purify the area where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring the harmony in our vibrational frequency of the deepest eternal love and gratitude. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light. It reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the trees and the forest, the sky and the clouds, the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the animals, the soils, the snow, everything. Every time you see a sunset or a sunrise, a rainbow, a rainfall, a snowfall, and you're in awe of the beauty, you're in awe, in reality, the beauty of you. Always, eternally. And we continue to ascend above the planet. Some of us step outside our physical form. If we're carrying physical form, hover effortlessly above them. And we come into full view of this massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system. In the center of it, in its column, there is an oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere is this massive golden white sparkling light, like a ball. And around it are literally endless rings of vibrantly colored light. And this golden white ball is sending out these mist, these shimmering mist waves, penetrating us. And it happens to be deep eternal love. And all the other rings doing the same thing. Gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, well-being, prosperity, wealth, abundance, endless. And they're all reflections of who and what we are. At the top of this column, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it continually does eternally, flooding and saturating every one of us head to toe, inside and out, with deep, pure, eternal love. And the deepest, deepest, deepest of eternal peace within. And flooding this planet and all life, highest supreme value in the universe. We are drops of this golden ocean. And we hold the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Well over 1,200 of them. From all of us, with the highest intent of deep eternal love and gratitude and the deepest of eternal peace, endlessly, eternally, always. And all of these meditations from on and off worlders, all saturating everything and anything, head to toe, inside and out, all life, highest supreme value universe, complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and the higher existences of pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude and higher frequencies. This is a liberation. This meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it can be seen always, felt always, heard always, eternally. And this is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. You feel it. You understand you more and more. With all of this that we're flooding ourselves with, it actually reminds us constantly of the deep gratitude, love, and peace that we all are, of the gods that we are. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. An easy breath in out through the mouth. Move easily and slowly. Observe and know what you see is the wheel of Maya, mind, moving round and round, always changing, never stopping for a moment. Know this and know that there can be no failure. Know this and understand that your emotions are but dancing chemicals of up and down, on and off, temporary and impermanent. There's no failure if one lives in truth, simplicity, and love. Do not feel embarrassed, for you have not failed. You do not know the final outcome. Be in the present. Live in the present. That is all one can do. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. And we will return February 28th, 2021, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.